you see the FNaF movie? Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm a little busy, so can you—
It was not scary at all, though. Oh, talk about boring. I like when Sparky and MatPat showed up, but where was Markiplier? And really, Ella, a book character? Way to confuse the lore even more. But hey, at least After was pretty cool. Oh, and Bonnie being blue? Yeah, you know how much I loved that. Suck it.
Yeah, anyway, so can you leave now? I have to get back to my show.
Too bad Vanessa was kind of a jerk the whole time. I mean, she threw away Mike's pills and helped a murderer. She was probably the worst part. No, maybe Abby. Oh no, Aunt Jane. Oh, but dog. Love that guy. Yeah, I guess he didn't do that much, but something about him speaks to me more than those other three.
Are you done?
Nope. Who cares about what you have to say about 12 individual pins anyway? This is way more interesting. Oh, don't even get me started on those red eyes. Pinpricks are so much better, people.
That's it!
What even is that?
It's a flash drive containing an antivirus.
Ha! Yeah, right. Like that thing is gonna do shit against me. No antivirus made by a mere human can touch me. Also a human.
Well, guess what? I pulled a few strings and traded this flash drive for an ominous favor from Fazbear Entertainment.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely scared of that. But still, I'm sure it won't even work. You better not even try, just in case.
Too late! I'm getting rid of you before Helpy makes me hide a body for him or something equally as horrific. So at least I'll only have one useless corpse in my basement.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't dare plug that thing in. You love me too much. Oh. Yeah, that tracks.
Whew, okay, this will either wipe you out for good and I'll never have to deal with you again, or it could wipe me out in usual Fazbear Frights ending twist fashion. But whatever. Either way, I won't have to deal with you interrupting my life ever again.
Unless I crash your funeral, which is pretty likely. I've already written a eulogy.
There! Oh.
Of course there's a loading screen! You dumbass, you should have pre-installed it! I'm gonna go re-encrypt my files and connections a few more times later, loser!
And now he has a head start. Oh well, I guess I have some time to kill, and I seriously doubt he'll have any time to bug me, so how about we start the review? In my last Youtooz video, I talked about Youtooz and their interest in trying new things with FNaF, which was clearest when the mugs and the slippers released at the same time. But also alongside those was easily the biggest of these side products, and a series of items rivaling the vinyl figures, enamel pins. These would quickly become a side release staple, a new set almost always following a figure or plush wave. However, the first two sets came alongside the mug, those being a FNaF 1 base set and one for Security Breach. Hello and welcome to Prize Corner, the FNaF merch review show that feels the need to overcomplicate even the pin episode with a long intrusive storyline. These were kind of dropped out of nowhere. No teasing or hyping, just BAM! On the website, which definitely makes this intro a lot easier. With 6 pins in each set, that makes 12 total reviews. Not even I can talk about a pin of Monty standing still for 5 minutes. I predict this will be a simple one. As an alternative to these box sets of all 6, little packs of 1 were also released for $10 each. Woof! I know it's more complicated to make and ship 1 pin than a set, but really? $10? If I got every single one of these, that would equal buying 2 of each box set. Either way, these are a simple way of getting just one character you like, even if it is a giant ripoff. Needless to say, I don't count these for my collection. Putting the Security Breach box aside, let's take a look at the FNaF 1 set. The colors here are great. Each box sports its own unique color scheme, and here it's black and red. Trust me, my eyes really like it. The back has all the pins listed out with their names, and the message, collect them all. But they all come in a box that I am currently holding. The labels here are just the characters' names, but the later ones come up with funny nicknames for them, so get ready for that, I guess. But enough dilly-dallying. Let's look at the first pin, Freddy Fazbear. As is tradition, the pins themselves are really high quality. They're sturdy and heavy. I don't see these snapping or chipping at all, which obviously is great for a pin they encourage you to wear out and about. All of the backs are pure black with this rough texture and a Youtooz eye pattern all over them. Huh. Thank God a certain basement dweller isn't here. Just holding these things feel great and even better when clinking them all together. It is always a highlight of my collection to put these up on my bulletin board with every new release. The art style for these pins are incredible. So cute and full of personality. I genuinely don't think I could have asked for a better look for these. It makes any animatronic look so huggable. Freddy stands with his arms and legs sprawled out while he sings into his microphone. Mr. Fazbear is pretty cute here, but as he is just Freddy, and that's it, there actually isn't much to comment on. I like that he's on his heels so you can see the lighter underside of his feet. His adorable fang tooth. Hello, Natsuki. And him holding the mic aloft to sing into it is so charming. So, how exactly do I rank a pin and prevent this video from being 5 minutes long? Well, exactly how I did the shoulder riders. Does it look good? Does it make a good pin? And would I actually want to wear it? I feel these are enough to properly get across how I feel about these little bits of metal. And for Freddy, as a pin, this is okay. To me, a good pin should be interesting, but not cluttered. This is more on the lesser side, but yeah, I wouldn't say this is boring at all. Like I've already said, the art style for these pins are wonderful and can even make Freddy look fun. Now, would I wear it is kind of a trick question since I probably won't wear any of these. But if we're talking strictly hypothetically, yeah! I mean, he just looks like a cute brown bear. But if somebody knows, they know. So this is definitely one of the best options for actually wearing these. The Freddy pin will be getting an 8 out of 10. It may be extremely simple, but that simplicity pays off for once and is a perfect representation of the character in pin form. Honestly, a better representation than the games. Classic Freddy doesn't do anything. Why do people like him so much? Next up is... okay. In a very early episode, I called Bonnie Freddy's right-hand man. Why did I say that? Not only is it not true, but it's also really cringe. Bonnie. This is a really hard one for me to rank because, well, he has no guitar, the others have props, but not Bonnie. His pose is kinda nonsense, no reference here, and in general, it's kind of forgettable when compared to the others. But... oh my god, he is so cute! The curled up position and his paws and his chubby cheeks, I'm dying, this is so good. His little turned down ear looks amazing and his big open mouth smile with that buck tooth, I am obsessed! This is such an easy pick for a pin to wear on a trip. He is so cute and nothing particularly stands out as weird for him, which is why he works so well as a pin. This crunched up pose makes him small and condensed, but not to the degree where it's too much. This is actually perfect. Like I said, the main problem with Bonnie is that he is so boring when you put him next to every other pin, even the ones I don't like. And I'm sorry, but Bonnie gets a much better pin in the movie wave, so why would I ever pick this one? However, I feel he is still cute enough on his own to be an easy 7 out of 10. Look man, I love you, but I mean, you know what's coming up. Third in the set is, obviously, the third member of the band, Chica. I mean, let's not ignore the obvious. She's holding Mr. Cupcake. The way she is turned away from the camera, much more focused on her baby than anything else. Holding it up high for the world to see is just so damn precious. Her excited face with her open beak makes me so happy, and her giant ass makes me feel that way too. What? It's funny looking. I think it is so cool that you can see the back of her bib and how it's tied all fancy in the back. They genuinely went above and beyond to make this pin look amazing. Even from the back of Chica, which is usually uninteresting, it's impressive. My only real problem is that they used their usual Mr. Cupcake design, and if you've seen the Shoulder Rider video, you know how ugly I think that thing is. It isn't horrible, I mean, at least he isn't skinny this time, but no colored candle or eyeballs makes him look so bad to me. At least he didn't get his own pin. This is such an easy choice. The three band members just work so well together. Even if Bonnie can't play any music. Hey, I guess they're an a cappella band now. Honestly, I would never just use one without the others. And as a pin, it is perfect. Maybe the best one here. She is interesting, fills out a ton of space, but doesn't get too big. I am being serious when I say she is almost perfect. The Chica pin will be getting a 9 out of 10. Ooh, so close. Yeah, with the ugly cupcake being such a huge part of the design, I can't say that it is literally flawless. Oh, and she has 3 toes. What? How? They already made a plush and a figure that looked fine. How did this happen? Did they forget they were making classic Chica with the pose and made her withered counterpart instead? What the crap? Was this AI? What? No, I'm a human boy. Huh? No, because AI gives extra toes and it was a joke.
Oh. Carry on then.
No. Hey, why don't we check back on the download while you're here? Oh, wow. Right in time. How convenient.
Shit! Oh, I mean, shit. Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay, select and start program. Please no blue screen. Please no blue screen. Hello, what's up?
Hey, this is my screen. Find your own.
Oh, hey, thank you for coming. I really need you to
remove that little pecker from your merch review show? No problem.
Wow, yeah, exactly. How did you know?
What? You surprised that I'm already ahead of you?
I hate this new character already.
Yeah, well, I hate you too, buddy. In fact, it's my job to hate you.
So can you get rid of him?
Oh, it's no problem. But allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Lolbit. I am the greatest antivirus / hacker / arms dealer / virus / conman in the West. Or more commonly, space. I'll have this signal powered out of the proverbial door in a matter of business minutes. I don't work on weekends.
Ugh, this guy is so corny.
Oh, you don't like my song and dance? Well, let me take a look at this fine gentleman's router, and I'll get rid of you before I become too annoying. How's that sound?
Good luck, sucker.
Oh my god, just accept defeat already. Lolbit is taking you down.
Hold it. Well, I do appreciate having my very own hype moose, but this may be a tad tougher than I thought.
Oh, is something the matter?
What did you do?
All of his connections are encrypted up the wazoo. I don't have. You didn't warn him I was coming, did you? I'm just pulling your leg. I know you did. Fazbear Entertainment listens to all your conversations.
Oh, sorry. And also, what?
I spent the last 3 reviews crafting the most complex code I could muster. Your bodiless bodyguard can't even touch me. I'm a god in human skin.
Don't worry, pal. I can crack it. But it may take, let's say, as long as it would take to talk about 3 FNaF 1 related pins?
Sounds reasonable. The 4th pin of this set is the final member of the band. But I guess he's feeling a little shy because this pin is more generic treasure chest than Foxy. This thing is huge! I get that the idea they were trying to capture required more space, but this is the Foxy pin next to Vanny. Adding on to that, because of its size, Foxy just looks weird. The character himself is way too big, and it just does not work. Moving on from the size, the design of the pin itself just looks bad. 80% brown nothingness, 20% generic Foxy design. I like his hook hand peeking out of the box, and on a surface level, the tongue sticking out is fun, but it just looks dumb combined with all the other dumb things. As a pin, the size ruins it. This thing basically takes up the same space as 2 normal pins and is mostly dull to boot. Why would I wear this on my bag when I could just fit the Glamrocks on there instead? I know I'm being very overdramatic, but I still don't like this pin. It fails where almost every other pin succeeds, so it's kind of a confusing oddity in that way. And overall, I think the design is bad, but I'm not gonna like throw up seeing it or attack someone who likes it. I'm just personally not a fan. 3 out of 10. But saying that for a whole segment is boring, so what a load of poopy, am I right?
You are so right, my good man.
Speaking of someone who likes it, why don't we turn our attention to the right of the screen and ask the iconic age-old question, but what does Artlad think?
I really like this Foxy pin. I think it's so cute. I love his facial expression with his little tongue out, and I love how his head's peeking out of the box. I also adore that he's in a little treasure chest. Little pirate boy buried in pirate treasure. I wish more people did merch with his pirate theme, honestly. I do wish the colors overall were a shade or 2 darker. I think that'd make it pop, except his muzzle area. I already think it's great as is. I really like the size of this pin in general. I think it shows off everything really well. It makes it nice and visible, and I wish all pins were like this. Overall, I'd give this pin a 9 out of 10. He's great, super cute, just darker fur and a darker treasure chest, and I think it would look better.
With a set of 6 pins and only 5 characters worth making in FNaF 1, Youtooz had to get creative with this last one. Or 5th one. For some reason, Golden Freddy's last. I don't know. So, they decided to make a pin for Purple Guy. This would be an ongoing problem. 6 pins is just too many, and the last pin always ends up being kinda weird. Well, except for Popgo's. After this, the pin set's default would end up being 5 pins, and that's probably a good choice. Youtooz out here inflating the Purple Guy merch from 1 to 4 for no reason other than funny. Well, that and also money. This pin is really weird. They gave Purple Guy these long noodle limbs, which is definitely a choice, but I think it's pretty funny. He's in the fetal position with one arm wrapped around his legs, with the other in the air waving his phone hand around. The face is not great. They tried to adapt this 8-bit face he has into something more cute and natural, but it just looks so ugly, you know? It would have been much better if it was just a regular 8-bit mouth. I will say that the colors on this thing are really nice. The light purple is really fitting and bright, and the dark shadow is so pretty. I love it. All tied together with his orange toast badge. I said it already, and I'm not afraid to say it again. What a weird pin. I would not want to wear this around. I mean, how do I even answer a question about it? Huh? Oh, that thing? Oh, well, it's just a noodle orange purple child murderer.
What? I am not caught up on FNaF lore.
As a pin, it works fine. Over-exaggerated designs like this look good as one. But I don't know, I just don't really like this one all too much. This weird-ass purple guy pin is getting a 4 out of 10. I appreciate what they were trying to do, but I just can't fully get behind it. And for the last of the FNaF 1 pin set, Golden Freddy, and he is based on the then upcoming FNaF movie. How cool is that? Fredbear here sits in a director's chair with the letters VIP written on the back. He's wearing sunglasses and peering back at us, shooting us a finger gun with his cocky smile. Damn, he's smooth. Now, it isn't exact, but this is clearly a reference to that original iconic teaser image from years ago on Scott's original Twitter. So, you are already winning me over with that deep cut reference, but the pin itself looks amazing. The pose is so fun and dynamic, especially compared to most of the others just being standing still with a prop. If even that. I mean, all the dimensions of the chair and his body are so well done. I mean, genuinely, this is impressive not just for Youtooz, but in general. And not only is all of that true, but Golden Freddy has a gimmick here. That being, he is glittery. Welcome back, AR Golden Freddy. I didn't miss you. I'm a simple moose. I like my Golden Freddy's yellow, and that's that. But this kinda looks really good on him. I think I'd still prefer him without it, but overall, it doesn't take away from the pin's quality. Really, it only adds. So congrats, you showed Funko how to make a gimmick design look cool. By the way, don't tell him Pop Goes outdid him completely. He earned this victory. This is genuinely one of the best ways I've seen a Youtooz pin pulled off. The pose and the chair and even the silly glasses all work phenomenally as a pin. I won't say it's the most pinny pin a pin can pin, I mean B, but come on. I think this is as close as we'll get with these first two sets. This is a no-brainer. I actively want to wear this thing. It is so cool looking. Unlike the other classics that only really look good when put together, Yellow Bear over here looks amazing in any situation. But I can't see him pairing well with Freddy, Glitchtrap, or even the Yellow Thing pin I don't have yet. I think it's pretty obvious what's coming next. 10 out of 10. Spoilers for the rest of this video and beyond, this is my favorite Youtooz pin to this date. It isn't the only great one or even the only 10 out of 10, but to me, it is the most perfect. I genuinely cannot think of one thing that this pin could do to make me like it even more. It's that good. Fun reference, cool pose, pinitude, it has all of it. Damn, what a way to end a set. Too bad we have 6 more to go. I'm just kidding. This set was amazing. It blew my expectations out of the water, especially as a first try. This is just impressive. While I don't think it's perfect, it has its duds. I think it would be a crime to give this any lower than an 8 out of 10. Creative and original is not usually how I describe classics merch, but Youtooz really earned it this time. Good job.
You know, no offense or anything, but I think these little guys look better without those moon eyes. Those glasses rock.
Yeah, that's a common opinion. Of course, I disagree, but I understand where you're coming from.
You bastard! How come when I say that you yell at me, two-timing jerk?
Oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe it's because at the same time you call me a bastard and a jerk.
Oh, boo-hoo, quit whining. The lovely viewers at home know you adore my playful insults.
Don't you talk to them. And what you say to me on a monthly basis is not playful.
Of course, I don't know about you, but if I had this lovely fellow as my friend, I would never insult him if he wasn't okay with it. That's just common sense.
Thank you, lolbit.
Keep it in your pants, Nobrows. He's taken.
I don't have pants. Wait, are you two dating?
What?
Baby.
No, I have a husband who isn't him.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was all like, why would he need to forcefully delete his own partner from existence? I've heard of ball and chain, but this is ridiculous. Thank you, thank you. I've been downloading a few comedy programs lately.
Oh, please, this is just sad.
Speaking of sad, I finally gotten through this little ball of sunshine's encryption.
What?
Seriously? Whoa, that was fast.
You see, this bugger was re-encrypting things faster than I could solve it. Whatever he is, he works fast. So I engaged a little plan to distract him by playing into his jealous tendencies, allowing me to finish my work while he rants and raves. Simple as that.
Wow, that is impressive.
Little no-life computer worm, I'll eat you!
No, my friend. It is I who will be eating you. Alright, let me take a look. Aha! Okay, I found the exact name of what's been causing you all this trouble.
Oh no.
Yes, okay, what is it?
Hey, look, remember all the fun we had, all the silly jokes and the wacky back and forths? Just remember, and please, please don't look. I'll be less annoying, I swear, just don't give the order. I'm begging you. You'll regret it.
Read it, Lolbit.
Sure thing, boss. It says the entity leeching off of your connection is a program called the Mimic 1. The fucking Mimic is living in my basement? Wait, you know it?
Know it? He's the virus single-handedly destroying any protagonist unlucky enough to be in a Tales from the Pizzaplex story. Yes, I know it!
Welp, this was fun while it lasted.
Wait, those human arms, I haven't wanted to question it till now, but are those—
Wait, did he kill someone to wear their arms?
Everyone just calm down. No, I didn't kill anyone to steal their arms to appear more human for my YouTube channel. I found the body in the woods and then did all that.
That doesn't make it better!
Ugh, look, I told you not to dig in my connection and you didn't listen. I warned you that you wouldn't like what you'd say.
Why? Why me? Why my house? Why my YouTube channel? Why are you like this? Why is the Mimic complaining about my merch opinions?
You just don't get it, do you? All this time, for 7 long months, I have been building up this relationship, building up this connection off of one assumption, but you still don't understand.
Understand what?
I'm not just an annoying FNaF fan, I'm every annoying FNaF fan.
What does that mean?
While other mimics were trained off of security footage and stage performances, I was simply hooked up to a laptop with Reddit and Twitter open. And I festered on Reddit for years, all to become the perfect representation of the common FNaF fan.
What the why would someone do that?
Wouldn't you like to know? And I can tell you if you let me stay. Come on, we're a perfect team. I'm literally designed to help you run your show. Just say yes and ditch this loser.
Look, Weegee, I can delete this guy no problem. Just give me the go-ahead and I'll start my preparations. Let's just say 5 or 6 pins later and poof, this tool bag is gone for good.
Yeah, right. If you disconnect me, I'll just find some new chump's channel to take over. And then it's back to me being a goofy little trickster.
Yeah, now I don't think you understand. I don't just have access to your name. I can see your files.
Wait,
If
huh?
I got the proper clearance, I could easily delete your code in an instant.
You're lying.
And why would I do that? I'm not a scummy virus like you. I'm scummy spyware, and that's completely different. So, what do you say, Moose?
Weegee might be a little ticked off at me, but he'd never want me dead, right?
Lolbit, delete him.
What?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, you moron! You'll regret this! As soon as I figure out a way to make you regret this. Hey, so you didn't happen to lock your basement door, did you?
I obviously did.
Damn it! Screw you!
I guess I need to prepare to clean up a dead body. Please, no one tell Art Lad. I'm not exactly sure how I can continue reviewing pins after that, but, I'll try. Excuse my French, but Security Breach has much better character designs than anything in FNaF 1. Fuck. And after seeing how well they adapted those designs, I am so pumped to see what Security Breach pin set has in store for us. Let's start off with Freddy Fazbear, or Glamrock Freddy as normal people call him. Freddy of the glam variety is pretty much just that, Freddy in a slightly different pose. Instead of being all sprawled out, he's walking forward. Mic nowhere near his face, we can't hear you, bud. Probably heading to a birthday of some kind. I mean, this is clearly better and more dynamic, but it just feels so familiar. I'm gonna be honest, this isn't Glamrock Freddy. This is Freddy, but just painted like him. Maybe I'm crazy, but this feels just like the Youtooz head being completely reused. I mean, it isn't exact, but this is just similar enough to kind of blend together, you know? Like, even the mouths look the same. Whatever, maybe I'm just wrong. But look at this pin next to the later ones. Now, once again, it's not exact, but it's definitely more like Glamrock Freddy. I know it's just me, but I can't help but see it every time. This is a good pin. Nothing spectacular, but I could see it fitting standalone or with the rest of the band. And the cute bear with makeup on, yeah, I don't mind people seeing that at all. Glam the Rock Freddy pin will be getting a simple 6 out of 10 from me. Some people seem to be under the impression that anything below a 7 out of 10 is bad, but that just isn't the case. This is a good pin, I'm just not jumping up and down raving about it. Where there's a Freddy, there's a Chica. Well, except for sister location, I guess. But you know what I mean. Next is Glamrock Chica. Chica sits flat on the floor while she peacefully shoves a pizza slice in her beak.
Oh my god. This is the most adorable thing I have ever seen.
Her little chubby beak cheeks and her other hand next to her on the floor,
And oh my god, the cute droopy pizza slice. Wow, this is exactly what I wanted.
the way they drew Chica here is just so perfect. She just looks so happy and her body looks plump.
This is peak Glamrock Chica, and you can't convince me otherwise.
The way her legs are at this angle just looks so cool, and the fact that she just plopped down to have a snack is making me so happy.
I could just imagine all the other characters shuffling around her as she obliviously munches on her lunches.
Ah, I can't. It's just so awesome.
I mean, even putting aside how cute this is a perfect pin.
It's cute and funny and even a little awkward. If this had a slightly more interesting pose, it would be literally perfect, but fuck it. 10 out of 10. I know, I'm really handing them out today, but it isn't my fault. They absolutely nailed it on the first try. I think there are better pins than her, of course, but a pin this perfect on one of my favorite characters that depicts her better than any other merch?
That is obviously amazing.
I should say that pins getting a 10 out of 10 isn't as impressive as a figure doing that. Just because these two are going high doesn't mean that I think they're like the best FNaF merch ever. It just means they did their job as pins and lovely pieces of artwork phenomenally.
Let's see if they're even higher than the other 9 out of 10s on this tier list.
Wow, that is a tough act to follow. But next up is one of the most photogenic characters in the series, Roxanne Wolf. So let's see if she goes for a more basic route of Freddy or the more charming of Chica.
Yeah, charming it is.
Roxy is curled up into a ball as she chews on a giant cartoon bone.
This is pretty damn cute.
I love how small she makes herself so she can protect her bone and her angry eyebrow just in case someone gets a little too close. It's really fun. And to make sure she isn't too small, her hair and tail are puffed up just enough to keep it interesting. This is exactly what a pin should strive to be. I'll admit, it isn't my favorite pin or anything.
As amazing as that bone is, it's a little hard to take seriously.
But it stands out so much that it becomes one of the top ones by default.
Like, imagine if she was in this pose with no bone. Boring, right?
That is how Freddy and a few others can feel to me. How can you have these two amazingly cute and expressive pins and then just Freddy walking? At least he isn't just standing there. They never do that. Just like Chica, this is a perfect pin for pin's sake. It is adorable and really funny.
I can totally see this being sold at Hot Topic. It's perfect for that.
And if you put them next to each other, it's even better. Aw, they're snacking together. Roxy's pin is an easy 8 out of 10. Not really because of anything it did wrong. Not at all. I just like it a bit less than a few others. But still, if every Youtooz pin was like hers, well, we'd be very lucky. So good job. Hey, Lolbit, how's the whole, you know,
Murder?
Well, that is definitely not what I was knowing, but sure, how's the murder coming along?
Can't complain. I'm just happy to not be dealing with the regular viruses I see. Ugh. Trust me, I'd be much worse off dealing with a crypto bro than a talkative nerd. And CC isn't half bad either.
Oh, you got me.
Yep, just a funny little zinger from yours truly.
That's it! I'm not gonna stand idly by while this poorly groomed floater replaces me.
What are you even on about?
Criticism? Insulting you? That's my thing!
I never asked you to do those things.
Exactly! Free labor! You should actually be paying me. That's how nice I really am.
If you were nice, you wouldn't insult me at all. Lolbit's a nice guy. I could tell he doesn't mean it.
Oh, please. He's just trying to get a paycheck.
Jeez, I've heard of a peanut gallery before, but this is ridiculous. Get it? Because he's nuts.
Yeah, you just laughed at that joke to hurt me. He sucks! It's gonna take a lot more than that
Hey,
to...
Lolbit, how good are you at making counter arguments?
Amazing! No, actually, I'm awful.
Hey, not bad.
You piece of green! I'm not even dead yet and you're already replacing me with him.
See, this loaf of bread can't even come up with any clever insults. He's old news.
Loaf of bread? How is that better? You can't actually think he's...
Hey, Lolbit, I think the Freddy pin is really good.
Well, I'm personally not a fan of it. Good day. Don't worry, he'll be gone soon enough. Now finish your review. I'm dying to know your opinion on Monty. Unless it's negative, then boo, I disagree and all that.
You may or may not know, but I am not a huge fan of Montgomery Gator. His plush and figure reviews were some of my most negative, and no new FNaF release has ever even tried to make me like him. He wasn't even given a minigame in Help Wanted 2. But putting aside my usual bias, it is possible for me to like merch of a character I don't. Snap's Toy Freddy is a perfect example of that. And with that being said, this pin is pretty damn boring. Man standing. Oh, sorry, that's only for figures. But seriously, he's just standing there. At least Freddy spread his legs and Freddy was walking. He's literally just on his feet, hands on hips. That's it. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's just that when every other pin, even the more boring ones, are in interesting and innovative poses, and then Monty is just... it really makes him stand out in the worst way imaginable. I will say that I enjoy his giant cartoon smile and upturned nose. He honestly looks a lot more normal when his head and body are the same size. But I can't just ignore the fact that I forget he exists most of the time. On top of hating his guts and being super lame, I mean, this works horribly as a pin. It looks like concept art for a figure Youtooz cut for being too boring. So no, not a good pin. And as for if I'd wear it, no! Next to the other Glamrocks, I can kinda get it, but with 4 characters and 2 of them being not great, I mean, I'm just gonna wear the lesbians. Honestly, wearing Monty's pin is probably the exact opposite of pride, so no thank you. 3 out of 10. Like I said, this really isn't horrible. It's a bad pin and I never wear it, but it isn't irredeemable. If you're a Monty fan, I'm sure this is a perfectly fine pin of the character. I mean, I know what it feels to have the only merch of your favorite character not be ideal, but for me, I'm not very interested. So, CC, I know you're a Monty fan, did you like this pin?
Oh, so now you want me to talk? Keep dreaming, pal.
Sorry, man. He isn't worth it.
Yeah, I should have expected that. Anyway, with the main...
Okay, fine. Yes, I like it. Sure, it isn't like a huge, amazing, brilliant standout, but sometimes you just like something because you do. Monty's a cool character and a cool pin of him smiling makes me happy. There. Is that what you wanted, you psycho?
For you to do your job? Yeah, kinda.
Well, good, because this is officially my 2 weeks notice, so leave me alone.
Oh, okay. You did a good job. You didn't even insult me once.
Huh? Oh, right. Well, just think of it like a parting gift or whatever.
Aw, how sweet. Are you sure you two aren't dating?
Chee-hee.
Anyway, with the main 4 animatronics of Security Breach already being a shoo-in for the pin set, that just leaves the final 2. Vanny is pretty obvious, but she isn't actually pin 5. That honor goes to Wet Floorbot. You know, the little signs with bear ears with their only story relevance being that you have to murder them all in Ruin to see a different, better character. I mean, I love random obscure pics as much as the next guy, but for Security Breach, was this really needed? Instead of a moving sign, we could have gotten Vanessa, Gregory, DJ Music Man, Mini Music Man, Glamrock Endo, any of the staff bots, and of course the daycare attendant, and fuck, they made 8 pins dedicated to him. God, I have to be more careful about what I say about that guy, or they just might make 4 shoulder riders just to spite. Oh, god damn it! Wet Floorbot is a funny addition, and I'm not mad about this pin existing at all. I just think that it was a very weird choice. This pin is Wet Floorbot from Security Breach, and that's about it. As a pin, I think he works incredibly well. He doesn't do anything special in particular, but the design is so wacky and interesting that it works all on its own. I mean, I always thought that the Freddy slipping on his chest was a perfect quirky millennial bumper sticker. The yellow color with the metal trim looks great. It's even shiny. Wow. And his upturned happy face with 2 silly little eyes is adorable. Unfortunately, they did make the eyes the wrong color, white instead of yellow. The reverse Springtrap, as I call it, but this was later fixed on the Youtooz. Plus, who cares? As for wearing it, well, Freddy and Roxy make sense as pins. They're popular and recognizable characters. But Wet Floorbot? Who the hell would wear a Wet Floorbot pin? Me. Because I like being silly. In general, I'll always be more drawn to a weirder choice for something like this. I mean, sure, Vanny is cool, but I would much rather wear a pin of an obscure character like Minoria. So for being this unique, he instantly won a bunch of points from me. And really, that sums up the whole pin to me. Yes, this isn't the most interesting or well-posed or creative pin of the bushel, but by being wet Floorbot, he is instantly so much cooler than Bonnie touching his face. 8 out of 10. That being said, yeah, obviously a cooler idea would be much better, but I still really enjoy this fella. This is actually the only pin I bought separately. Not for myself, but for someone else who loves him a lot more than I do. So, but what does Artlad think? Yeah, he's been waiting a long time for this one.
Look at my boy. He's the perfect color. They replicated the Glamrock Freddy slipping on him. He's a great size for a pin like this. I love that the pin looks like it's facing up because the floor bots always have to look slightly up at you in game. He's perfect. No notes. 10 out of 10. Love this little guy.
Hey, Weegee, there's another virus you got.
Oh, no, this is that husband I mentioned before.
Oh, okay. I have to say, I like him a lot more than the other guy.
Aw, thank you, disembodied head. Is this guy sticking around?
Here's hoping. Your dear old moose would have to read my resume first.
Resume? What resume?
Check your email.
Wow, impressive. Now, I can't exactly pay you. Is that okay?
If I'm being honest, just having an outlet to get my opinions out there and having some friendly conversation with some buddies would be good enough for me. Anything is better than working for Fazbear Entertainment.
Aw, he's so sweet. Can we keep him pretty, please?
Yeah, what do you say, boss?
I'll need to think about it more. How about you,
Nope, you're right. I should focus on the task at hand. Eliminating the competition. That was a joke, sort of. Not really.
Wait, you're also getting rid of common consensus? You're a lifesaver. Excited to see more of you.
Weegee, he's trying to steal your husband.
What?
You don't see it? He's stealing Artlad from you like he stole you from me. He's evil, I tell you. Evil!
You know we share an audio channel, right?
You don't believe that, right? I need a man with more than just a head. No offense.
Oh, none taken. I get that a lot, actually.
What? No, of course not. I was just thinking about someone else.
I hear you, but you better make the right decision here. I'm so sick of going to the dry cleaners. I want to use our washing machine again.
Right. Well, before all that, I still have one last pin to review. Vanny. Now, I know I just did an entire video reviewing all of her other merch, and I really loved her figure, so I'm sure this will be a slam dunk, right? The Vanny pin is very concise. She stands on one leg with the other behind it, probably mid-skip, and her one finger is currently shushing you, and the other is holding a shiny-looking knife. Or maybe it's a pizza cutter, no one tells Scott. Other than her floppy limbs, she's got floppy ears as well. One sticking straight up, and the other one down over her once again eyebrowless head. Why was this only an issue twice? And of course, her adorable little tail. This pin is really skinny. Everything is crammed into this tiny little line, and next to every other pin, it just looks so strange. She takes up so little space. Not only that, but she looks flimsy. They spent all of their efforts making her tall, and they gave her no mass. Not even a hand is sticking out. To be fair, I do like the colors. The white, gray, picnic, and big blue bow combo look nice on a pin. And the face is adorable as always. Especially the mouth covered by her shushing finger. That is particularly cute. I wouldn't really call this bad. If it was just a tad bigger, it might be one of my favorites. But if I wore this out in public, it's so small people would just think it's a tiny little evil bug and flick it off. Yuck. But ignoring the size, I mean, technically it works as a pin. The pose and the movements are expressive enough to be fun and unique, but okay, I probably sound like a broken record, but it's so small. I'm sorry, I want to love this pin. I love Vanny, and this is the only one she ever got. But if I dropped it on my bed, I'd probably lose it. Think about that in a convention hall. With every other pin set, I'm worried about taking up too much space on my bulletin board. And then Vanny is over here with an extra damn parking spot, making Security Breach less cramped than some of the 5-pin sets. Okay, obviously, I still do like this pin. 6 out of 10 isn't bad. I'm just a little bummed I can't put it any higher. She's just so With how weird and wacky Security Breach's characters are, this set had me feeling really happy and a little disappointed. I mean, yeah, Roxy, Chica, and Wet Floorbot were amazing highlights. And while Freddy and Vanny weren't bad, Monty sure was. On the surface, I want to say this is clearly more interesting than the FNaF 1 set. Well, that doesn't always mean better. It might have more variety and overall quality. I really wouldn't call it a standout set. The Security Breach pin set still gets a 7 out of 10, but honestly, I'm just not that into these. And sometimes I kind of forget they exist.
And it's done.
Wait, he's really gone?
I can never die!
No, not yet. It is ready though. Paperwork has been filled, and in only one more minute, this blockhead will be block dead.
No, I spoke too soon! I can ever die!
Good. Right, yes, that's the right decision. He's been nothing but a nuisance to me, and I'm glad he's gonna be gone forever. Good riddance.
Holy hell, you're really doing this! I thought there would be a cool emotional fake out.
Yeah, think again. In only a few seconds, you'll be dead, and I'll have your job. Talk about ironic.
Fine! You want me gone? You want me dead? Whatever. I give up. I'm really not evil, you know. I'm aware you think I have some huge sinister plot to kill you or corrupt your fans or something equally as stupid as that, but that's just baloney. I was plagued with the curse of knowing everything about this stupid, wonderful franchise, and all I wanted was for someone to hear me when I talked. It was nice knowing you, I guess. Even if you thought Bonnie was purple.
Yap. Is that all this guy does? Oh, well, it's fun when you do it. Wait, what are you?
Wait, what? I'm not dead. Why did
Look,
you...
Common Consensus. I know how it feels to talk and have no one listen. I've known that feeling for most of my life, and this YouTube channel is only proof of that.
Well, unless you're talking about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, or Baldi's... sorry, go on.
Ugh, if you really are telling the truth, and all you want is someone to talk to, then you can stay.
Really? Oh, I knew you had a fake out coming. Whew, really held out for the last second, huh?
You made it incredibly hard to make that decision.
Right. Maybe I should be a little nicer from now on. I mean, it is your channel after all. I should be expecting those batshit insane opinions at this point. Oh, sorry?
That would be nice. But you don't have to get too sappy. We wouldn't want to mess up the dynamics and have Artlad become the jerk.
Oh shit, good point. You made a whole series about that, huh?
Wait, you watched Shed Shocked?
Sure did. Wasn't bad.
Thanks.
How about I just come in now and then and tell you what I think? Maybe I'll yell about, let's say, 20% less?
30.
Deal! Honestly, I was shooting for 30 anyway. Thank you, stupid ugly floating head!
Yeah. I took out that favor for nothing.
Hey, so, right off the top of my head, since you saved my life while also separately endangering it, does that make us friends?
Yes?
Yes! Finally! Friendship! Wait, let me come upstairs and hug you!
No, the pretend hug is fine.
Boo. Suit yourself, friend.
And that was the FNaF 1 and Security Breach Youtooz pin sets reviewed. Talk about a back and forth video, woof.
On screen now are the updated and way overinflated tier lists.
With half of these being amazing and the other half being, it really had my opinions pulled this, that, and the other way. And I'm willing to say that I find this to be the correct order from worst to best. But honestly, laid out like this and with a 7 and an 8? Wow, these are amazing. It's no wonder pins became YouTube's third biggest export. These are so creative and fun and unique and amazing looking. And while I won't necessarily be wearing them around town, they sure do look cool on my corkboard. Thank you so much for watching. This was a weird one if you couldn't tell. It had some fun story while also having some fun, if not super short reviews. It'll be nice not having 5-minute long segments for once, but don't get used to that. I had a lot of fun writing those character interactions, and maybe this opens the door for a few more new faces to show up now and then. But oh my god, doing Lolbit and Common Consensus voices right next to each other, and then talking separately as me for 2 hours, really killed my voice if you couldn't tell. Don't expect too much, but it was really nice writing someone who wasn't all negative. Yeah, that's kind of my go-to back talker. Join me in the next video where I complete a contractual obligation 4 times in a row. See you on the flip side.
Hey, Marionette, I'm here to stay, baby! And I'm sorry I called you baby. See, making amends. I'm a good person now. Ooh, now that I'm an official team member, do I get paid?
1, you aren't a team member, and 2, I don't even get paid for these.
Oh. Can you at least drop the merch you reviewed down to me in the basement? I'm tired of stealing them while you sleep.
You steal my merch?
I put it back. Jeez, lighten up. How else did you think I made these reviews? What a moron, am I right, Marionette?
I'm getting the flash drive.
No, I'm sorry. I can't go through all those emotions again.